Brian Nickel here along with Buddy Nickel here. They're doing the introductions now for the Fort Morgan girls basketball team. So we'll go ahead and do we'll give you the whole roster here. Serena Wells, a junior, 5'5" junior. Samantha Scott, a 5'5" senior. Monica Avalos, a 5'3" junior. Lauren Staley, a 5'7" junior. I see that she is not dressed up tonight, so she won't be playing tonight. Kinsey Winsheimer, a 5'5" junior. Amy Anderson, a 5'8" sophomore. Christina Frick, a 5'9" junior. Michaela Forsyth, a 5'3" freshman. Abby Mussman, a 5'6" freshman. Lindsay Nestor, a 5'9" sophomore. Aurora Baca, 5'7" junior. Caitlin Cox, a 5'9" sophomore. And Jacina Rodriguez, a 5'9" sophomore. And they are coached by Jim Krackemeyer. We'll give you the Fort Morgan starting lineup is brought to you by Blodorn Lumber. At blodornlumber.com, browse the virtual showroom, view the current sales, complete a credit application, and shop the entire inventory online. Whether you're a contractor or painting your living room, at Blodorn Lumber, you'll get the same friendly service and advice to make your job easier. Visit Blodorn Lumber in Fort Morgan at 130 State Street. So the starting lineup, actually for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, will be Samantha Scott, Kinsey Winsheimer, Christina Frick, Lindsay Nestor, and Aurora Baca. And starting, excuse me, for the Weld Central Lady Rebels is Overman, Reese, Smilak, Durkin, and Robertson. We're going to get ready to go here. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. With 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your home or life insurance questions or needs. For the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs, coming out looking for win number 3 on the season. It's going to be a tough game, but they're out here and going to give it their all. That's why they play these. That's why they play the games. Don't go by what it says in the scorebook. So Weld Central with the basket. First shot is up and no good, but rebounded back to Weld Central. Now taken away. Don't take him back. Let's see who they're going to call a jump. And that will be to Fort Morgan, so that will be a turnover. First turnover of the game by Weld Central. Now Fort Morgan with it in their end of the court now. Samantha Scott on the far right side. It's taken away by Mason Reese, excuse me. Shot at that end is going to be a foul on Fort Morgan. That is going to be on Kinsey Winsheimer, so that will be her first. So going to the line will be Reese to shoot 2. So Reese's first shot is up and no good. She will get a second shot here since it was on the shot. Second shot is up and good. So first points of the game go to Weld Central. As Mason Reese sinks the second one. Another turnover by Fort Morgan in the front court. Now Ashley Overman is fouled on the shot, so she will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is on Christina Frick. So that will be her first. 2 quick team fouls here on Fort Morgan. So Overman to go to the line to shoot 2, and her first shot is up and good. So Ashley Overman, a 5'7" junior. Second shot also good. So Weld Central with full court pressure. Samantha Scott, far right side, being guarded by Reese. Now there's going to be another takeaway by Weld Central, with Reese going up and the ball falling in for the first basket of the game. So 5-0 here in favor of Weld Central. They are putting on a full court press now to Kinsey Winsheimer, right corner. Going to be knocked out of bounds by Reese of Weld Central. So Frick to inbounds in front of the Weld Central Rebel bench. Gets it into Aurora Baca, or to Lindsay Nestor, excuse me. That shot is no good. Rebounded to Weld Central. Their shot up and no good by Emily Smilak. So Kinsey Winsheimer gets the ball down court, picks up her dribble, gives it to Aurora Baca. It's going to be taken away by Weld Central. Things are happening real close to it for sitting behind the scorer's table, so it's hard to see what happens right down in front. And now Weld Central with the ball. Ashley Oberman over to Smilak. Smilak into the lane. She gives it out to Gherkin. Gherkin now over to Reese. Just working the ball around it. She tries to dribble down the right side of the lane. Her shot is going to be up and good. So first basket for Reese. 7-0 now in favor of Weld Central. So ball across court to Kinsey Winsheimer. Winsheimer for a shot from the right side and no good. Rebounded to Weld Central. Excuse me. Shot is up and good by Robertson. So they're going to take a 30-second timeout here. Fort Morgan down 9-0 early on. Excuse me. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Early Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Early Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan will professionally fit you into a car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Early Toyota East. So up next for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs, they will be at home on Tuesday against Valley, and we will cover that game here on B106 and B106.com. Lindsay Nestor from a shot from the left side, right side is up and good for Nestor. First two for the Mustangs. Nice bank shot there by Nestor. 4:45 to go here in the first period, since the ball was off of Fort Morgan. So Weld Central inbounds left of their basket. They do get it in, and that is to Gherkin. Gherkin's shot is up and good. So Weld Central still with full court pressure. Lindsay Nestor, her shot is going to be knocked out of bounds by Ashley Oberman. So Fort Morgan 2 retain possession. 4:27 to go in the first period. Frick to inbound in front of the Weld Central bench. Gets it in to Samantha Scott. Scott now to Nestor in the corner. Now back out to Kinsey Winsheimer. Winsheimer for a three, and that's going to be off the front of the rim and no good. And out of bounds. So Weld Central to inbounds, far side, three-quarter court. Weld Central up 11-2. You get the ball down to Gherkin. Gherkin's shot is up and bounced around and no good. But rebounded to Emily Smilak, and she is fouled on the putback. That is going to go against Nestor. That will be her first. So Smilak will go to the line to shoot two. .404 to go here in the first period. Her first shot is up and good. So a 10-point lead here early on for Weld Central. 4:04 to go in the first period. Second shot is also up and good for Smilak. Weld Central still with their full court pressure. Kinsey Winsheimer, and the ball is end up thrown away down here at the offensive end of the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Now a long three by Weld Central, but it's no good, but the rebound is up and good by Robertson. So 4 points on the night for Robertson. By Danny Robertson, a 6-foot senior. Now another turnover by the Mustangs. Layup is going to be up and good. That's going to be by Smilak. So Fort Morgan Mustangs have called a full timeout, so we're going to take one with them. 3:33, 17-2 in favor of the Weld Central Rebels on B106 and B.com. Back at Weld Central High School, Fort Morgan Mustangs down 17-2, 3:33 to go here in the first period. Fort Morgan to inbounds from their end of the court, from the far end of the court. Now we have Serena Wells into the game. There's going to be a foul on Weld Central. That is going to be on number 1, Overman. That is her first. Let's see who's going to the line here. That will be Lindsay Nestor. Her first shot is up and good for Lindsay on her first free throw. Second shot for Lindsay. Up and also good. So Lindsay has been the scorer for the Mustangs tonight. She has the 4 points. So takeaway by the Mustangs under the basket by Lindsay Nestor. So we're going to call, they're going to have a travel on Fort Morgan. So another turnover on the Fort Morgan Mustang team here. So Weld Central inbounds three-quarter court. 3:07 to go in the first period. Reese with the ball, going to go down left corner. Now back out to Smilak. Cross court now to Overman. Her shot is up and no good, but rebounded. Oh, and taken away. They're going to call a foul on Aurora Baca. Her first. And the shot was up and good, I believe, by Robertson. And she will go to the line. Yes, it was good. She will go to the line to shoot one. 6 points so far for Robertson. Shot is up and good. So Weld Central with the full court pressure still, up 20-4. And it's going to be stolen away in the back court by Weld Central. Layup good by Reese. Samantha Scott with it in the back court. And tries to get it over to Aurora Baca, but it's going to end up going out of bounds. So another turnover by the Lady Mustangs. So Christina Frick into the game. Aurora Baca comes out. Amy Anderson is checked in to the game along with Serena Wells. So Weld Central with the ball out front. Smilak dribbles down inside. Her shot is going to be up and good. So I have her for 6 on the night. Still full court pressure by Weld Central. Fort Morgan down 20, 24-4. Now they're going to have a foul called on Weld Central. First foul, or second foul, but first on Gherkin. So Frick to inbounds mid-court far side. Minute 59 to go. First quarter. So Samantha Scott with the dribble picks it up, gives it out to Lindsay Nestor. Over to Anderson. Anderson to Frick. Frick to Samantha Scott. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Weld Central. Down court is Reese. And her shot is up and good, the layup. So 26-4 now. Frick with the ball to Serena Wells, to Amy Anderson. Her shot is blocked. Taken by Frick. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by the Lady Rebels. You get the ball down court. Reese brings it down. She's going to go right to the basket. And the shot was blocked. So Weld Central to retain possession will throw it in right of their basket. Samantha Scott comes out. Kinsey Winsheimer back into the game for the Mustangs. They get it into Ronnie Lewis. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Kinsey Winsheimer. Winsheimer in the front court. Excuse me. Now a long three by Nestor. No good. Rebounded by the Weld Central Rebels. And Weld Central loses it out of bounds. So turnover by Weld Central. For Fort Morgan, the inbounds in the front court was 52.4 seconds to go in the first period. Fort Morgan down 26-4. Kinsey Winsheimer with the ball out high, keeps the dribble alive, looks to set up the offense, picks up her dribble. Now she gets it to Frick. Frick back to Winsheimer, excuse me. Fort Morgan getting their offense set up here. Lindsay Nestor over to Serena Wells. Picked by Frick. Serena Wells gets it over to Anderson. It's going to be taken away from Anderson. Down court for the Rebels, and that is Alicia Gherkin. So 4 points on the night for her. Kinsey Winsheimer now with 5 seconds to go. She gets it underneath to Nestor, and they lose it back to Weld Central. Another turnover there. So that brings the first quarter to a close, with the Fort Morgan Mustangs down 28-4 on B106 and B106.com. Claudia Nickel, this is Brian Nickel at Weld Central High School, where the Lady Mustangs find themselves down 28-4 at the start of the second period. And Weld Central will bring the ball in to start with. Weld Central gets it into Gherkin. Gherkin now over to Reese. Reese back to Gherkin. Gherkin into the corner to Kelly Carlson. Now back over to Reese into the corner, back outside to Gherkin. Gherkin shot is up and no good, but rebounded by Weld Central. Shot is up and no good by Reese. Rebounded by Gherkin, and she was fouled on the shot. They're going to call that foul on Christina Frick. That's 2 on Frick. So Gherkin will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first one is no good. We have 5 team fouls on the Mustangs and 2 on Weld Central. Frick with 2, Winsheimer with 1, Nestor with 1, and Baca also with 1. Second shot also no good, but rebounded by Lewis. Rebounded to the Rebels, number 31, Carlson. Her shot goes up and in, and she is fouled on the shot. I did not see who that foul was on. I don't think it's on. They have 2. They have Frick's number up there, so now rebounded to Weld Central on the miss. Reese holds the ball out high. She dribbles now, tries to dribble down the lane. She kicks it back out to Gherkin. Gherkin is going to be called for a double dribble. So a turnover there by Weld Central. Lindsay Nestor comes in for the Mustangs. Christina Frick comes out. I wonder if that wasn't... Yeah, 2 on Frick. I already had her for 2. So we'll go with what they have for now. So Samantha Scott brings the ball up court to Kinsey Winsheimer. Picked by Lindsay Nestor. Now underneath to Nestor. Her little shot is up and no good off to the side of the rim to Weld Central. Now Reese with the ball down court. She's going to try and take it all the way. Her shot is going to be up and no good. But rebounded. We have a jump ball. Nice hustle there by the Fort Morgan Mustangs, and they will get the ball on the jump. So Amy Anderson comes out, and Michaela Forsythe comes into the game for the Lady Mustangs. Kinsey Winsheimer now with it on the left elbow. She dribbles, picks up her dribble, looking to get the ball out. She does to Lindsay Nestor. Back to Winsheimer. Another pick. Ball was tipped into the back court, so no turnover there by the, Mustangs. And it's almost like rugby out there. They're not calling many fouls on this Weld Central team at all. So now Brittany Oakes into the game for Weld Central, and Alicia Gherkin comes out. So Lindsay Nestor to inbounds far side, front court. She gets it into Samantha Scott. Samantha Scott down the right side. She kicks it out. They're going to call her for a carry. Excuse me. So Fort Morgan finds themselves down 30-4 with 6:05 to go in the second period. Reese gets it over to Smilak. Smilak dribbles to the free throw line. Her jumper is up and no good. Rebounded by Aurora Baca. Nice job there by Baca. She gets it to Scott. Scott down the right side to Forsythe. Forsythe picks up her dribble. Now she needs to get it out, and she does to Baca. Baca on the right wing, now to Nestor. Nestor down the left side. She's going to throw it over into the corner to Winsheimer. Winsheimer apparently is fouled over there on the far sideline on number 34, and that is Lewis, so it's her first. So Fort Morgan inbounds left of their basket with 5:32 to go here in the first half. Ball into Lindsay Nestor. She dribbles it off her foot and taken away by Weld Central. Reese all the way down for the layup and no good. I believe it was knocked out of bounds, yes, by Weld Central. Nice hustle there by Nestor. Fort Morgan just needs to work this in, get some points in here. Samantha Scott brings the ball up court. Keeps the dribble alive. She gets it over into the corner to Forsythe. Forsythe brings it around the top. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Smilak of Weld Central. So Fort Morgan to inbounds in front of the Weld Central bench. They do get it into Scott. Scott being guarded by Oakes. Scott takes it all the way down the lane. Then she gets it under to Aurora Baca, and that one rims out. Now the ball will go to the Weld Central Rebels, and it was knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan. Christina Frick comes in. Kinsey Winsheimer comes out for the Mustangs. So you have Samantha Scott, Aurora Baca, Michaela Forsythe, Lindsay Nestor in for the Mustangs. Now Smilak with the ball, dribbles to the free throw line and gets it in underneath. The shot is going to go up and no good by Weld Central. Rebounded by Samantha Scott. 4:34 to go in the second period.
Let's go, Scotty!
Pass down court to Frick. Frick gets it underneath, and then it's going to be knocked out of bounds, or knocked just into the corner, but taken away by Weld Central. So Reese with the ball. She gets it over to Smilak. Now they get it underneath to Carlson. And Carlson is going to be fouled. 24. Now that, I guess that will be 3 on Frick. So Carlson will go to the line to shoot 2. 4:13 to go here in the second period. First shot is no good. She will get a second one. Amy Anderson in. Christina Frick comes out. Kelly Carlson with shot number 2. And that one is off the rim and no good, but rebounded by Ronnie Lewis. Ronnie Lewis, a 5'11 junior. Shot is up and no good, and fought for the rebound underneath, and that is going to be possession 2 with the Weld Central Rebels. They look to get it in. A little shot in the lane is up and no good, but rebounded by Carlson. Her shot no good. Taken away by Samantha Scott. Scott keeping the dribble alive. Gets it over to Amy Anderson. Right wing. Now she falls down. Taken away by Weld Central. Layup is going to be good, and that is going to be number 22, who is Perez. So that will be her first 2 points of the night. So we have a Fort Morgan timeout here, full timeout. So we're going to take one with them here. Fort Morgan down 32-4 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Weld Central High School, this is Brian Nickel along with Claudia Nickel. Fort Morgan girls find themselves down 32-4 with 3:36 to go. And as always, to receive scoring updates at the end of each quarter, follow us at Twitter at B106 and turn on mobile notifications. So Fort Morgan gets the ball in court. Serena Wells. Oh, hard foul there on Michaela Forsythe as she goes up for the shot. Comes down hard. That foul is on Carlson. That will be her first. So Michaela will go to the line to shoot 2. See if we can get off this 4 points here. If we can find out if they haven't really put a lid on that basket, and she does sink it for the first free throw. 32-5 now for Weld Central. Michaela's second shot off the rim and no good. Rebounded to Weld Central, and they get it down court. Number 22, Ashley Perez. Her shot is up and no good, but we have a tie-up on the rebound. So possession to the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs. 3:18 to go in the second period. Samantha Scott with the ball out front now to Aurora Baca. Now underneath to Michaela Forsythe. Her shot is blocked. Rebounded to Carlson. Now Reese gets it down to Oaks. Oaks' shot is up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on Lindsay Nestor. I have 2 on Nestor. So Oaks will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Mr. D's Ace Farm and Home Center for all your farm and ranch supplies, including Purina feeds and everything. Stop by any of the Ace stores in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and their newest location at 122 Custer Street in Brush. First shot was no good for Oaks. Her second shot is going to be bounce up and in.
All right, ladies, let's
So that's
go.
her first point of the night for Oaks. So Kinsey Winsheimer gets ball down court. Throws the ball underneath, but kicked out by Weld Central. So Fort Morgan to inbound right of their basket. They need to move. They need to get it in. And it's stolen on the inbounds by Reese. So Reese now to Oaks. Oaks' shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Fort Morgan. But taken away by Weld Central. Reese now with it in the lane. Her shot is going to be up and good for Reese. So 35-5 here with 2:31 to go in the second period. Foul now on number 31, Carlson. That would be 2. So Fort Morgan to inbounds far side. 18 fouls on Fort Morgan, only 5 so far on the Weld Central Rebels. Let's see what we have. Okay, with Lindsay Nestor to inbounds to Scott. Scott keeps the dribble alive. Now Kinsey Winsheimer back to Scott. Scott underneath.
Come on, Lynn.
Ball has got a scrum going there. Shot up and no good. Couldn't see who it was by.
5 point,
We'll have a tie up here. And that possession will go back to Weld Central. So 2:09 to go here in the second period. So now for Fort Morgan, Jessina Rodriguez comes in and Lindsay Nestor will come out. Weld Central brings the ball up court. Let's see who that is. That's number 1. And an offensive foul called. I think it was on number 31. That would be Carlson. That would be 3 on Carlson. So Anita Ballinger will come in and Carlson will come out. Scott brings the ball up court. With 1:54 to go in the second period. Ball knocked out of bounds by Weld Central. So Fort Morgan to inbounds far side. Aurora Baca to inbounds. She gets it into Scott. Scott with a dribble. Keeps it alive. Now she gets it over to Wells. Now another tie-up. This one will go back to Fort Morgan. So 1:42 to go here in the first half. Samantha Scott, the inbounds left of the basket. You do get it into Kinsey Winsheimer. Winsheimer's 3 is up and off the back of the rim and no good. And rebounded, but knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan. So Weld Central will inbounds with 1:36 to go in the first half. Shot is up and good by Anita Ballinger. That was a quick shot there. Kinsey Winsheimer draws a foul on Ashley Oberman. So now Fort Morgan to inbound. Well, that is seven team fouls now. So Kinsey will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So we'll see if she earns her second shot here. First shot is up and rolls in, hits the front of the rim and goes in. So she will get shot number 2. Kinsey Winsheimer, oh, well, that was a nice shot there too, also goes in. So 2 points on the night for Kinsey. Overman with the ball up court. Gets it over to Oaks, right side. She picks up her dribble back to Overman. We're at 1:13 in the second period. Anita Ballinger gets it off to Oaks. Or excuse me, Oaks, that's correct. Now back out to Ballinger. Her 3 is going to be short. But the rebound goes to number 34, Kelly Carlson. That's 4 points on the night for Carlson. So Kinsey Winsheimer dribbles the ball down court and dribbles right into a bunch of Weld Central Rebels and is taken away by Overman, and her layup is going to be good. So we're down to 39 seconds of counting here in the first half, 41-7 in favor of Weld Central. Serena Wells gets it over to Kinsey Winsheimer. Now they're going to have a foul called on Weld Central. That is going to be on number 2 on Oaks. That will be her first. So now Kinsey will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. See if she can hit her free throws like she did just a minute ago. Kinsey with another nice free throw there, so she will earn 1 more. 3 points on the night for Kinsey. 30.3 seconds to go in the first half. Kinsey Winsheimer, that one rolls off and no good. Rebounded to Weld Central. Overman brings it up court. Now she gets it over to Ballinger. Ballinger on the right wing. She dribbles down and her shot is no good. Rebounded to Jacina Rodriguez. Now Fort Morgan with the ball down court with 7 seconds to go. Serena Wells with it. Now they need Aurora Baca, but Fort Morgan ends up throwing it away with 2 seconds to go. Shot from midcourt is off the front of the rim and no good. So at halftime, the Weld Central Rebels lead the Fort Morgan Mustangs 41-8 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Weld Central High School, just a reminder this Mustang halftime show is brought to you by High Plains Bank. Hometown service on a higher plane, that's High Plains Bank. This is the friendly staff at 502 Central Avenue in Wigan. Assistance in opening a loan, equity line of credit, or checking account. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank. As always, if you're away from your radio for a while but need to check in on a score once in a while to receive scoring updates at the end of each quarter, you can follow us at Twitter at B106 and turn on mobile notifications. So as far as the Weld Central Rebels go, their leading scorer for them is Robertson with 8.8 per game, Smilek 8.3, Reese at 8.7. Reese already has 9 in this game, Robertson with 7. So they're well above their average there for this game here. For the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs, they're averaging 28.4 points a game, but giving up 50 points. So some defensive work needs to be done there and turn down the turnovers. We're already sitting at 23 turnovers for the half. So Fort Morgan with some work to do, but the girls are out there giving it their shots. They go out and leave it on the floor, and they, as far as I'm concerned, they've done that tonight. They've been out there hustling and doing what they can. So we'll get started here shortly for the second half. Possession arrow, I believe, is will go to Weld Central. They will be to our right. The Lady Mustangs will be going to the left basket as we sit here. So at halftime, and again, 41-8. We'll get started here in a couple of seconds here with the Weld Central Rebels in possession. Weld Central will inbound from the far side. That will be Emily Smilak bringing it into Reese. Reese gets it in across half court. Samantha Scott on her. Reese now gets it over to Overman. Overman back to Reese. Reese down the left side. Her shot is going to be up and good to start off the second half. So Scott with the ball across half court. The ball is going to be stolen by Reese. Reese left-handed layup is going to be no good, but she's going to be fouled by Scott. That will be her first. So Reese to the line to shoot 2. Shot number 1 is up and no good. AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't settle for just any old frozen water. Get AC Ice. You can find it at any local grocery or convenience store near you. Second shot is good for Reese. Now 44-8 for the Lady Rebels. Pass is going to be knocked out of bounds off of Reese. The Fort Morgan to retain possession. Throw it in far side, mid-front court. Get it into Scott. Scott now to Frick. Frick down the lane. Her shot is blocked. Rebounded by Aurora Baca. She goes up with it, but she is fouled on the shot. And I believe they're going to call that on number 1, Overman. So Baca will go to the line to shoot 2. Now we have another conference here at the scorer's table. I guess they've got that straightened out for now. So Aurora Baca to shoot 2 free throws. Aurora's first shot is up and good.
All right, Baca, let's go.
Second shot for Aurora. Spins the ball. Her next shot is, in and out. Rebounded to Smilak. They get it down to Overman. Overman takes it all the way down. Her shot is up and no good. But rebounded. Can't see who that is. Rebounded by Robertson, but her shot does not go in, taken away by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Now taken away by Robertson underneath. Up court to Gherkin down the left side of the lane. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded to Smilak. But Frick comes down with the ball, but she was on the end line, so the ball will go back to Weld Central. So Reese underneath, her shot up and no good. Rebounded by Weld Central, Alicia Gherkin, but she was fouled on the shot. Gherkin will go to the line to shoot two. And they're saying that was on Aurora Bacchus. That will be two on her. First shot is good for Gherkin. Second shot for Gherkin is also good. For 6 points on the night for Gherkin. Scott with the ball across half court. Keeps the dribble alive. And the ball is going to be off Gherkin. The ball back to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Aurora Bacchus comes over to inbounds. She gets it into Lindsay Nestor. She was hacked when she was on the shot and no call. Reese down the floor. Now they're going to call a foul on Samantha Scott, I believe is who that is going to go on number 10. We'll send Reese back to the line for two more. First one is up and no good. Colorado Plains Medical Center. Accidents or illness can strike at any time, day or night. When they do, every second counts. As a Level 3 trauma center, Colorado Plains Medical Center is ready to handle any type of emergency. Colorado Plains Medical Center, where expertise matters. Second shot also no good. Nice strong rebound there by Christina Frick. So 46-9 in favor of the Lady Rebels. Lindsay Nestor underneath to Aurora Bacchus. Bacchus' pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Smilak. So Fort Morgan inbounds in the left corner, left of their basket. So Fort Morgan gets the ball in. Aurora Bacchus shot is going to be blocked and taken away by Ivani Robertson. They're going to call a jump ball, so that will stay with the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Looks like Kinsey Winsheimer has come out of the game. I think they're having their trainer here take a look at her. I'm not sure just what she did or when she did it. I didn't see her come out injured, but they're taking a look at her. Christina Frick from the free throw line. Up and good for Christina. First basket of the second half for the Mustangs. Underneath to Robertson. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Lindsay Nestor. Out to Christina Frick. She controls it. She's going to try to go down. She slips on the floor. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Alicia Gherkin. So that would be 2 on Gherkin. 3 team fouls on Fort Morgan. 2 on Weld Central. Samantha Scott tries to get it in, but it's going to be taken away by Robertson. And now Oakes takes it all the way down. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded to Serena Wells. Serena Wells brings it up court. Off the corner to Lindsay Nestor. Now underneath to Christina Frick. Her shot was initially blocked. She gets it back, but then she was standing out of bounds. So ball to the Weld Central Rebels. Robertson underneath. Shot is up and no good. But rebounded by Overman. Now a shot for Smilak is going to be up and good. Robertson is a 6-foot senior. Now Fort Morgan with the ball in their court and lose control. So another turnover by the Mustangs. Ball up court to Oaks. Oaks gets it down into Robertson. Her left-handed hook is no good. Ball finally rolls out of bounds off of Weld Central. Amy Anderson comes into the game for Aurora Baca. Kinsey Bensheimer back on the bench. She's got to bring the ball up court. She gets it across half court with 4:07 to go in the third period. Over to Frick to Anderson. Anderson, the ball is going to be taken away by Oaks.
Straight down, man! Straight up!
Oaks goes. Ball is out of bounds off of Fort Morgan.
Basketball!
So the Lady Rebels will inbound right of their basket. Smilek out to Oaks. Oaks being guarded by Scott. Now over to Gherkin. Gherkin's shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Smilek, and her shot is up and good.
Sean McFarland!
So
Sean, come here.
10 points on the night for Smilek. Scott with the ball gets it to Frick out high. Now over to Amy Anderson being double teamed far side. She's going to have it taken away by Ronnie Lewis. They're going to call a travel on Weld Central. So another turnover by the Rebels. Fort Morgan girls need to take advantage of these turnovers and try to get some points on the board. So Scott gets it to Anderson. Knocked out of bounds by Gherkin. Fort Morgan, Christina Frick will inbounds in front of the Morgan bench. Smilek comes out, and Perez is in for the Weld Central Rebels with 3:09 to go here in the third period, 50-11 in favor of Weld Central. Samantha Scott over on the right side. She gets it down to Amy Anderson. Amy Anderson picked up her dribble now to Frick. Frick back to Serena Wells. Now they're going to have a foul called, and that's going to go against Perez. That will be her first. 3 team fouls now on Weld Central. She looks to get it in. She needs to get it in. She does to Lindsay Nestor. She loses control of that. Shot is up and no good by Weld Central. Rebounded to Lindsay Nestor. Gives it off to Scott. Scott brings it up. Now Frick from a 2 is up and good for Frick from the right side. So 5 points on the night for Frick. Weld Central now with the ball in the front court to Perez. Perez's shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lindsay Nestor. Going to call a jump ball. And that will go back over to the Weld Central Rebels. Samantha Scott comes out. Michaela Forsythe is in for the Mustangs. Weld Central shot is blocked. Serena Wells ends up with it. Now it's taken away again by Weld Central. Underneath to Perez. Perez's shot is going to be up and good. So 4 points on the night for Perez. 52-13 with 1:50 to go here in the third period. Michaela Forsythe. Her pass is going to be picked off by Gherkin. Gherkin pulls it back out. Out past almost back to the jump circle in the center. Now over to Perez, left wing. She dribbles up to the free throw line. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Michaela Forsythe. She hustles it down court. She gets to Frick. And they are going to call a timeout. Fort Morgan Mustangs. And it is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one with them. 52-13 in favor of the Lady Rebels on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel with Claudia Nickel back here at Weld Central High School, where the Lady Rebels lead the Lady Mustangs 52-13 with 1:22 to go here in the third period. So Fort Morgan to inbounds. Michaela Forsyth, right of the Mustang basket. They get it into Christina Frick. Her shot is up off the rim and no good. Rebounded to Weld Central, Kelly Carlson. Now to Oaks. Oaks gets it up past half court, picks up her dribble, guarded by Michaela. Now a shot up and no good by Gherkin. Tie up on the rebound, so that will be a possession to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. So Aurora Baca, Michaela Forsyth. See, we have a Monica Avalos has come into the game for the Mustangs. Amy Anderson and Christina Frick play here for the Mustangs. Michaela with a shot from the right side is up and no good. Rebounded to Weld Central. They get the ball down court. Oaks, her shot is partially blocked by Michaela Forsyth. So we're down to 30 seconds here in the third period. Christina Frick left wing. Now she gets it back out to Avalos. Avalos picks up her dribble, gives it to Anderson, but Anderson loses it between her legs. Taken away now by Oaks. Oaks dribbles all the way to the basket. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Christina Frick with 12 seconds to go here in the third period. So Michaela Forsyth gets it across half court, down to 6 seconds. Monica Avalos. And you got to realize what the time is. They need to take a shot here. And Aurora Baca does, off the front of the rim and no good. So at the end of the third period, the Fort Morgan Mustangs find themselves down 52-13 on B106 and B106.com. Back at the Weld Central High School, the start of the fourth period. Fort Morgan finding themselves down 52-13. Weld Central with possession, bringing in at half court. Oaks with the ball, guarded by Scott. Picks up her dribble. Now she gets it over to Ballinger. Ballinger drives down the right side, and her shot is going to be well short. Grabbed by Amy Anderson. Anderson Avalos over to Scott. Scott dribbles down the right side, picks up her dribble. Now back out to Avalos. Avalos about to Anderson. 3-point line. Now it's good. Her pass is going to be picked off by in the lane, and a fight for the ball, and it's going to be lost out of bounds by Oaks over to the Fort Morgan Mustang. Samantha Scott across half court, get the Mustang offense set up here. She gets it over to Anderson. Anderson pass over to Avalos. Left wing, she picks up her dribble. Being guarded here now. Her pass is going to be taken away by Oaks, then taken away back by Scott. We'll see who it's off of. They say it's off of Scott. So Weld Central to inbounds. Anita Ballinger gets it into Oaks. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth period. Scott out on Oaks, out high. And nice steal there, and then another steal back. Let's see what they call a foul on Oaks. Who do they call that on? Yes, they do call that on Oaks, on Weld Central. So nice hustle there by Samantha Scott. Stealing that ball, and Oaks reaching in to try to get it back. Avalos, left wing, picks up her dribble. Now to Lindsay Nestor. Nestor goes down the left baseline, goes clear through. Now back out to Scott. Avalos picks up the loose ball. Avalos now to Aurora Baca, left corner. Her pass is going to be picked off, and then there's going to be a jump ball in the lane, and that will be a possession to the Mustangs with 6:24 to go here in the fourth period. Scott the inbounds right of the Mustang basket. They do get it into Anderson. Anderson's shot is going to be up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Ballinger. Now another jump ball is called. So that will be ball to the Lady Rebels. So we're still sitting here at 52-13. Nobody's scored yet here in the fourth period. 6:12 to go in the game. Scott, good tight defense out there. Now out to Ballinger, over to Oaks. Oaks going to try to get it underneath and does to Carlson. Carlson's shot is going to be up and good. So the first points of the fourth quarter go to Carlson. She has 6 on the night. Now Lindsay Nestor, left baseline. Shot is up and no good. Partially blocked by Carlson. Now shot up and no good by Anita Ballinger, excuse me. Rebounded to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Amy Anderson. Now to Avalos to Lindsay Nestor. Nestor to Anderson. Her little shot is going to be up and no good, but there's going to be a foul on Carlson. That will be 4 on Carlson. So Amy Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2. See if she can get points on the board here tonight for the Mustangs. That free throw is up and no good. Catches the right side of the rim. Now Avalos comes out and Serena Wells comes back in for the Mustangs. Amy Anderson's second shot is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded to Nestor. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Aurora Baca, but she is fouled on the putback. So Fort Morgan with some nice hustle here. 31 on Carlson. I have her as for 5. They only have her for 4, so first shot by Aurora Baca is up and good. She will earn one more. 54-14. Aurora Baca with her second shot is also good. She is 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Weld Central up court with Ballinger. Now underneath to Carlson. Carlson's shot is off the top of the backboard and no good. Rebounded to Scott. Scott now passes into the corner, but it is knocked out of bounds by Weld Central. So Frick now to get the ball in, keeps looking, gets it into Scott. Scott to Serena Wells. Wells down the left side of the lane. She stops and pops off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded and off of Frick. So ball to the Lady Rebels. The ball up court, 4:39 to go here in the fourth period. Fort Morgan lead down 54-15. Shot up and no good. Block on that shot by Frick on Ballinger. And the ball was knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan, so Oaks do inbounds from the left of their own basket. Keeps looking. Now they're going to try to get it into Lewis, and Lewis' shot is up and good. First points on the night for Lewis. Nestor drives down the left side, but she loses control of the ball. She dribbled off her foot or what happened, but turnover by the Fort Morgan Mustangs to Weld Central. 4:08 to go in the fourth period. Ball almost stolen by the Mustangs, but retained by Weld Central. Shot from the corner by Lewis is no good. Rebounded by Frick, and she takes off down court. She pulls it back out to Scott, to Nestor, to Serena Wells. Wells looks to get rid of the ball. Now she dribbles into the lane. Pass underneath to Baca. Baca's pass over to Frick, and that is going to be up and good for Frick. Oaks now with the ball. She passes it off to Lewis. Shot up and no good by Ballinger. Rebounded by Weld Central, though, and now another rebound by Weld Central. Weld Central retains possession with Ballinger. Now inside to Carlson. Carlson, they lose it underneath, and I believe it's taken away by Fort Morgan. Samantha Scott. 3 minutes to go in the contest. Now we have another jump ball. That will belong to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. We have Michaela Forsyth and Amy Anderson coming in. Lindsay Nestor and Samantha Scott come out. So Michaela gets it in. Shot by Frick is no good, but rebounded by, taken by Aurora Baca. And on her shot, she is fouled. That is by Carlson, so she should be out now. So Aurora Baca will go to the line to shoot 2 as she was fouled on the shot. Brush Grocery Cart. Stop, shop, and save on all your grocery needs and snacks for game time enjoyment. You can also pay your public service bill and access Western Union. Brush Grocery Cart, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. She should get 2. Yeah, so she misses the first. She will get another shot here. 2:53 to go in the game. Fort Morgan down 56-17. So Aurora with a second shot up and no good, but rebounded by Weld Central. They get the ball down quickly. She walked with the ball. That would be Ashley Perez. So turnover by Weld Central. And Fort Morgan to take the ball. Now we have Aurora Baca comes out. Jacina Rodriguez in for the Mustangs. So Michaela Forsyth brings the ball down court. Amy Anderson, she ends up losing it on the sideline. So a turnover by Fort Morgan. Now Christina Frick comes out. Caitlin Cox comes into the game for the Mustangs. I believe that's her first time into the game tonight. 2:33 to go. Oaks picks up her dribble. Now over to Ballinger. Shot, or it was a pass underneath to Danny Robertson, and she loses it out of bounds. So Caitlin Cox to inbounds. Michaela now picks up her dribble to Anderson. Anderson shoots a 3, and it looked like it was going to go, but it's off the back of the rim and no good. Ballinger now with the ball. She dribbles down court. Gets to Oaks. Oaks takes a shot from outside the free throw line. Excuse me, gets her own rebound. And that is up and no good. Serena Wells now with the ball for the Mustangs. 1:55 to go. Serena Wells with the ball. She dribbles down the lane. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Robertson. Down to Ballinger. Ballinger, oh, nice defense there initially by Michaela. Now rebounded by Serena Wells on the missed shot. 1:30 to go. Serena Wells. Wells back out. Forsyth over to Anderson. Anderson underneath. Shot up and no good by Caitlin Cox, but she was fouled on the shot. Foul was on Robertson. I have her for only 1. So Caitlin Cox will go to the line to shoot 2. Cox's first shot is up and going to be short. So this Fort Morgan basketball team, they're a fairly young team. They only have 1 senior, and that is Samantha Scott. Amy Anderson in now is a sophomore. Serena Wells is a junior. Monica Valos is also a junior. That shot up and no good. For Cox. Gets the ball down court, and she is going to be called for the travel, and that would be Perez. Another turnover by Weld Central. So Forsyth gets the ball across half court. Her pass is knocked away by Oaks. So we're sitting at 1 minute to go here in the fourth period. Caitlin Cox, the inbounds, far side, front court. We need to break to the ball. There we go. We got it into Michaela. Forsyth over to Avalos. Now to Aurora, Jacina Rodriguez. Shot up and no good. Rebounded to Robertson. Now back to Ivani Robertson, and her shot is going to be up and good. So 9 points on the night for Robertson. 35 seconds to go here in the fourth period. Serena Wells with the ball over to Monica Avalos. Back to Wells. Wells down the lane. She's going to pop and shoot and give her 2 points there for Serena Wells. Her first 2 points tonight, down to 12 seconds. Shot is going to be taken by Robertson, and that shot is up and good. Down to 5 seconds to go in the contest. Now Forsyth with a long shot up and no good, taken by Robertson. So at the end of the game, it is the Lady Rebels 60, the Lady Mustangs 19. We will be back with the postgame show on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel with Claudia Nickel back here at the Weld Central High School. The Mustang postgame show is brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is a tough part nowadays. But when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust you'll get the building you want, when you want it, and at the quality you deserve. Start your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. The final score again tonight is 60-19 in favor of the Lady Rebels. We will go over their scoring. We have 6 for Overman, 1 for Oaks, 12 for Reese, 10 for Smilak, 6 for Gherkin, 2 for, Ballinger, 4 for Perez, 6 for Carlson, 2 for Lewis, and 11 for Robertson. For the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs, Wells had 2, Winsheimer with 3, Frick with 7, Nestor with 4, Baca with 3, and that is their 19 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. As far as turnovers and rebounds, we have the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs with 40 turnovers to 16 for the Weld Central Lady Rebels. Rebounds, we had 20 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs and 28 for the Lady Rebels. So another long night here for the Lady Mustangs. They get another chance to come back next Tuesday. We will be doing their game here on B106 Tuesday at 7 o'clock. They will be playing against the Valley Vikings. So another chance for them to get a W on the board. They now stand at 1-1 in the league. As far as what the boys will be doing next week, they will be at Valley High School. And I believe that will also be a 7 o'clock game, yes, for Valley. But we will be doing the girls here at the Fort Morgan High School at 7 o'clock. So it was a doubleheader night here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. The Fort Morgan boys won a thriller tonight